Hello, everyone. Today is October 19th, 2022. I'd like to welcome each one of you to the third quarter CRDX shareholders update. I'm really thrilled today to share with you a lot of the exciting updates that we've had for the last 3 months. And I've said this before, a success of a great company depends heavily on putting together a great team. And I think you'll see by the end of this presentation, we have put together an incredible team. We have a brand new CFO, and we'll talk a little bit about it here in just a minute. We've identified and put in place presidents in each one of these new companies, and we're building out precise business plans for 2023. And I couldn't be more thrilled to share with you the details today. Of course, we've got our normal disclaimer for CRDX Corporation. Please read this at your leisure. So let's jump into our companies of focus under the CRDX umbrella. First of all is CRDX Real Estate, with over 40 years of real estate development and transactional expertise. More to follow. Hayden's going to give you a lot of information about what we're doing in that space. CRDX Lending. CRDX Lending, we have 40 years of an innovative solution lending. I will say CRDX Lending will be a late 23, early 24 initiative. More to follow on that one. You've heard me talk a lot about USA Hemp Store, and we've spent a lot of time building out that team, building commercials with Joe Namath, our spokesperson, but we're also leveraging 30 years of experience that we have in third-party sales, channel growth, and management. I'm so excited to talk about CRDX Golf today. You're going to hear from our president, Mr. Todd Jester, all of the exciting initiatives that we have in that space. And then CRDX Options, we are strategically positioned to be successful in targeted industry upon federal acceptance. So what that means to you as an investor, you're going to actually see details today, what we're doing in that space, and couldn't be more excited. All right, Hayden, next slide. So as I said earlier about putting together a great team, we have a board of directors that I think is fantastic. All from our chairman of the board, Mr. Steve Gribben, Jimmy Walsh, Larry Tabb, Jennifer Wooden, Hayden, James Wooden, Todd Nichols, and Mark Nichols. And again, we put together a team that I think really can help us not only take CRDX from a small entity to a big entity, but all has the expertise and the guidance to get us there. So one of the great updates for our team today is our interim CFO, Mr. Mark Edoff. I met Mark back in the ADT days and Tyco days, but he spent years as the principal accounting officer at Gillette. He was a partner at KPMG, and he was the CFO of ADT Tyco for many years. And he is absolutely an incredible addition to our leadership team. I can't wait for you to meet him on the next webinar and to have Mark actually give you an update. Next slide, please. So to bring us into the CRDX Options piece, I'm very happy to announce Mr. Hayden Witt is our president. So Hayden, I'm gonna turn it over to you, buddy.
Thank you, Robin. And now we're going to discuss CRDX Options. CRDX Options is currently in process of acquiring royalties through the purchase and licensing of intellectual property in order to generate revenue from the following entities. Stem Beach LLC, doing business as the Cannabis Depot, is currently their flagship location with prime interstate exit access and services approximately 27,000 customers per month. The Cannabis Depot 3 is going to be their second location. It's in a popular shopping center and it services approximately 4,000 customers per month. Their newest location is going to be opening the holiday season of 2022, Cannabis Depot Boulder, and expects to be in full operation by January 1st of 2023. It's expected to be a superstore just like their Stem Beach flagship. We're also working on 9 cultivation centers with a total plant count of 32,500 plants. It's spread across 160 acres in Southern Colorado. We're also looking at 7 Leaves LLC, a full processing center producing marijuana infused products, and this would complete our vertical integration plans. In regards to CRDX Real Estate, we've got some really exciting news. We expect to enter into acquisition agreements on the following properties in the fourth quarter of 2022. 4 separate 40-acre parcels consisting of 19 individual grow centers. They have unlimited water rights, 3-phase power available, and consist of 4 addresses: 6468 Galbraith Road with 4 rent-producing farms, 6385 Galbraith Road with 4 rent-producing farms, 6469 Galbraith Road with 2 rent-producing farms, and 6399 Galbraith Road with 4 rent-producing farms and a potential of a 4-farm expansion. We're also looking at 74 North Component Drive in Pueblo West, Colorado, We're in negotiations with Tebow Properties of Boulder, Colorado for 50% ownership of that retail space. It's a 6-unit strip center that houses the Cannabis Depot 3 LLC and additional 4 outside tenants to produce outside revenue. And now we're going to send it over to Hunter for an update on USA Hemp Store.
All right, thank you, Hayden. Well, we've got a lot to cover today, so I want to go ahead and jump right in. First, I do want to start with what we were doing last week. The team made a trip down to Birmingham, Alabama, to get launched with a beverage distribution company by the name of Alabev. Now, Alabev services a total of 4,000 retailers across the entire state. Their initial order with us consisted of a half pallet of our 4-ounce cream, which is 2,400 units, and then a half pallet of our 2-ounce cream, which is 6,000 units. Now, their total order consisted of $128,800, and their success was measured the first week by getting into about 25 to 30 retail locations, which we did. So our team was in the field with their reps, educating them on CBD and how to sell it in their retail locations. And we made some lasting relationships that we're looking forward to resuming in the future with further visits. Next thing I want to update everybody on is a little bit of a brand update with USA Hemp Store. So USA Hemp Store will be transitioning to Broadway Joe's. Now, the reason for making this transition is we want to really encompass Joe Namath's likeness as a person rather than just as a football player, and build a lasting brand that encompasses a better demographic other than just the people who currently know Joe Namath. So we will have a couple different campaigns marketing towards the older demographic that is fully aware of Joe Namath, but we also want this in 10 years or so to be the go-to sports and recovery brand for younger athletes and people living active lifestyles, as well as sports enthusiasts. So product-wise, what this is going to mean for the brand, we still will have our original number 12 cream. That is our current formula, and that will stay to help all the retailers that are carrying our products already, such as Alabev. But we're coming out with a new flagship product that is going to be a Broadway Joe's Pain Relief Cream. Now, I'm very excited about this, and the main reason I'm very excited about this is because we're adding an FDA-approved ingredient into the existing formula. This ingredient is histamine dihydrochloride, and what this ingredient allows us to do is actually make pain relief claims. So as everyone is aware, on our first round of commercials with the original number 12, our main barrier was being able to tell people and market that this does relieve pain and what our product actually does. So you can imagine that is a little bit difficult when you come to social media advertising and TV commercial advertising when people don't know what your product does. So with this new flagship, with the FDA approved ingredient, we're going to be able to come up with a bunch of new campaigns and marketing strategies in order to tell people what exactly this pain cream does, which does relieve pain. Now, in order to go to market and make this successful with our new branding and our new marketing, the first thing we've done is partnered up with WRL Advertising. Now, WRL Advertising is run by John Molnar, who is actually a relative of Joe Namath, and John Molnar actually is in charge of Joe Namath's social media accounts. In November, we'll be heading down to the West Palm area of Florida to film new commercials with Joe Namath that are centered around a fun, humorous campaign. We want to bring back Broadway Joe's likeness and get away from more of the infomercial Medicare style of commercials. So I'm pumped about these new commercials. They're going to be fun, engaging, intriguing, and shareable, and I think very viral online. So we're diving into those new commercials, which also will be promoting our social media channels, and we're going to do a lot of paid advertising as well on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, etc. One other partnership marketing-wise we have in place is PGA Memes. Now, PGA Memes is a company that ran by a man named Travis Miller. Travis Miller interviews and does videos with top celebrities, top athletes, and top PGA Tour players. So on his Instagram account alone, you'll find he has close to 1 million followers. And then all across all channels together, including social media and YouTube, they do over 50 million impressions a week. So with this partnership, we are going to be doing promotions of the Broadway Joe's line. We're going to be doing giveaways with Joe Namath memorabilia. We will also be doing a YouTube video that will premiere in his series where he interviews and plays a competitive golf match against athletes and celebrities alike. So we thought this partnership is going to be perfect to bring out the humorous and the likeness of Joe Namath and really show what we're trying to show with Joe Namath here as a person rather than just the Hall of Fame Super Bowl quarterback. So that is basically all I have today for USA Hemp Store. These next few months here are going to be a blast, and I couldn't be more excited for the future. With that being said, I'm going to pass it off to Robin to discuss Canaroo.
One of the acquisitions that we're currently working on is a company called Canaroo. You can look at them at canaroo.com. They're a CBD company that's based right here in Tennessee. They have hundreds of current clients across multi-states. They have a full line of CBD, Delta 8, and products for pets. Our plan is to enter into a bridge agreement with them with a negotiation to acquire the company very, very soon. So I just wanted to mention that to you. Check out canaroo.com. I think you'll like what you see.
I'm Todd Jester with CRDX Golf here in Franklin, Tennessee. We are very excited about our product that will deliver a new golf experience to the market in the near future. We've been working with our recent partners, Nicklaus Design, on a virtual golf element, technology golf driving ranges, and a traditional golf course associated with our properties. Nicklaus Design has done several of these in private clubs and throughout the U.S., but we're very excited to bring it to the public now.
One of the things that's important to CRDX and the team here is giving back. And so our charity of choice is Homes for Veterans Incorporated. And I'd like to give out a couple shout outs. Number one, to our founder, Mr. Joe Cleghorn. Joe has been personally underwriting this project and Homes for Veterans for many years and helping many, many people. And so when the city of Key West reached out to Joe and a few other individuals, Joe took this on for himself to really, give back. And so Joe has initiated an $8,000 permit. We've actually started construction that's underway right now. And I also want to shout out to Mr. Don Miller, who's a local contractor there who has volunteered his time and expertise. So, couldn't be more thrilled to talk about this project and what we're doing in the future. But to give you even more details, I'm thrilled to introduce this next gentleman, Mr. Todd Nichols, who is our president of Homes for Veterans. Todd, over to you, buddy.
Thank you, Robin. And again, I'd like to give a shout out to Joe for stepping forward and getting the ball rolling on this thing. It's been a long, drawn out process. And again, for Mr. Don Miller, that local contractor down in Key West has actually pushed forward at helping you out with his volunteering his time. He's also got a guy that drew the plans and the permits and all for this that donated his time to Homes for Veterans for getting this done. And as you can see on the lower left-hand corner, that is the living situation. That his first name's Ken, or Kenneth is what he goes by. He's like 80 years old, and he is a Air Force veteran living in that RV. He has no running water. He actually has a porta potty on the other side of that picture you can see there, and he has no electricity. So I'm glad that we've got this underway to get this guy living in what you can see on the right-hand side there. And I appreciate all the donations that's come throughout the whole year, and big shout out to Joe for actually pushing forward on this. And if anybody out there would like to help out, just make sure that you go to Home for Veterans Inc., click on the donate button, and all proceeds are going straight to this guy here to complete this project and all.
All right, thank you, Todd, for that update. Currently, we are underway with a $2 million private raise from accredited investors, including a new warrant program, which enables you to lock in your share price for a period of time, regardless of the company's trading price. We understand that many of our shareholders are wondering, when are we going to be actively trading? Our goal is to be actively trading as soon as the officers of the company and the board of directors determines that based on market and economic conditions, when it's most favorable to the shareholder stock price. Our goal is to stabilize the company while bringing in cash flowing asset and executing our 23 business plan. Active trading is not directly related to the value of the company, and management's goal is always to maximize the value of the company and the individual share price. And we'd like to do this as quickly as possible in 2023. So investor relations will be reaching out to all of our current investors to fully explain this new program and answer any questions. And of course, you can always go to investorrelations@credxcorporation.com. You know, CRDX has built an executive team that is really poised for success. What I can encourage you to do today is go to credxcorporation.com, look at our board of directors, look at our management team, read their bios, and I think you would agree. We've assembled a great management team to really execute these business plans for 2023. Our goal is to build CRDX into a powerhouse and really be the type of company that not only hits the expectations and builds shareholder value, but really makes a difference as well in the community. So thank you for your time today. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you again next time on our quarterly update. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.